It's your boy Taz coming live for this movie review. You know, this is Taz on the Reel. I'm gonna bring you all the reviews for the Netflix movies that doesn't get the annual review. Yo, what's up, y'all? I'm like coming to bring y'all a movie that I was impressed with. It's called No Escape on Netflix, and it's starring Owen Wilson. Now, I know when I say Owen Wilson, it's like, oh, we about to laugh very hard. Nah, this is actually a movie where Owen Wilson takes the chance to go ahead and have a serious role where he's a businessman going into another country and developing developing the groundwork for his up and coming business. The problem with that in this moment that is that the people and the native people of that country. It's coming in with Owen Wilson and his family going coming from an airport. Talking about the trip, talking about how good this trip will be, the vacation time they're gonna have, the sights they're gonna see. The regular family rundown. Now he's in the plane. He interacts with passengers. You already kind of see one of the passengers that he interacts with is going to be a main character. So he gets over in this new country, uh, gets settled into the hotel, starts to really, you know, get into his surroundings. Where the story takes a twist is while he's out, he runs into a riot between people and the police. And I'm not sure how many people have ever traveled or if y'all have ever traveled. I'm not sure how many of y'all have ever traveled, but if you ever traveled to a place that you didn't know and you were just there for vacation and just to see the sights, it's kind of crazy to see, a police interaction because first it's you're not sure of the laws, you're not sure of, how they treat their policies, what's about to happen, how is it about to happen, how do they normally handle things. And then most people don't get to see it in mass as the way he just did. So to think that you actually in an environment and a riot out of all things breaks out. So the riot breaks out, he runs back to his hotel just to figure out that why the riot is going on across the whole town is because of the business that he's bringing in, because of everything that's happening right now. So he escapes to go find his wife. He finds his wife. He has to go find his daughters, and they have to try to get away because now the people, the people who are rioting, know that he stays there, and he's one of the people that's bringing in the new business that's going to monopolize on their city and their economy. So with this, you see Owen Wilson running and getting his family together, and they go to the roof, and they have to jump from rooftop to rooftop before they get killed, and it gets very intense. Like it's more intense than I've really seen Owen Wilson, to be honest with you. It turns into an action movie. On this action movie scene, you see them go down into a building as soon as they get from jumping rooftop to rooftop, right? And in the process of the rioters coming in and trying to find him, he kills a man. Now it goes from him killing a man to them escaping from that to riding through a mob and almost getting caught to then riding to the only place that you will ever feel safe, right? And you will only love America. It's the American Embassy. And at this point, I'm thinking, okay, this was this is perfect. He finally gets to the embassy. They guard it off. Okay, he gonna get in there, and they just basically gonna show you how they ride it out through the night, or ride it out until the help comes. But that doesn't happen. They have now destroyed and bombed. They have now bombed and destroyed the U.S. embassy. Now, I'm not sure what kind of penalty that is, but I think that needs to be like, uh, I don't know. America needs to have a strict rule against that, because if this situation ever happens to me, I know I want my U.S. embassy to be safe so I can be safe, right? Like, I'm a U.S. citizen. I want to be protected on my soil. So, so I would love to be protected. Like, I need to be protected. My soil, my protection, right? Now, only problem is, right, when they had to run from there, they find shelter somewhere else. The guys find them, and they almost end up raping his wife. And what's so crazy about this scene is you have where they almost rape the wife, and then you have the tourist dude come back in and be introduced as like, hey, I'm actually here to, keep my eye on you. I'm basically a personal bodyguard. And then the bus driver is also a personal bodyguard. I didn't expect a bus driver at all. Bro, that man threw me for that loop. I was like, yo, speaks clean English and a badass fighter. Like, he took out 2, 3 dudes easily with the gun. So it was cool to see, this. They finally get back to safety, and then you're like, okay, well, it's now calming down. They're gonna have somewhere safe to be for the night, and then we'll see what happens whenever they go to the next morning. But you ever checked like how much time you had left in the movie, and you notice it's like a real good chunk of movie left? So you like, what is about to go down? Yo, they, I think it was like 30 minutes left, and I'm like, yo, it's a lot that could go down in like 30 minutes. This man went from, so the family gets protection for like a good, what, meal. They finish. They get a meal. They take some time to like, hey, let's chill for a second, feel good about ourselves. We about to get out of this. To being woken up by gunshots, escaping that place, having the two people who were trying to protect you get killed in the process, having your daughter kidnapped, to like having her almost shoot you, to running away. Like they packed so much in this last 30 minutes that it was just it kept you on that high that started from the beginning of the movie. And it was even more powerful to see that he had a moment where the daughter might have to, where he had to choose between his daughter shooting him or his daughter getting shot, which is very intense. Like, I could never imagine that happening. And in either scenario, I wouldn't want to see my daughter. I wouldn't want to see my, like, have it have my daughter in that situation being shot or having to shoot me, because either way she's going to have to live with that or die with that, right? So I thought that was very intense. But what even made me more have anxiety is when they was crossing that river, and they was having that moment like, yo, we just trying to save our asses. Please let us in your country. Please let us in your country. And all the guns was just barreled down on them. And it was like, yo, y'all about to get shot. And this is literally the end of the movie. Because, I checked the time. And I'm like, this is not how you end the movie, guys. This is messed up. But you see the guys that almost killed them catch up to them. And they're about to shoot them dead. And as soon as the boat crossed into the waters, it was like, oh my gosh, this is it. And all the guns just then went from them to the gang of men that was trying to chase them. And it was like, yes, we won. That's the first time in a long time that, besides the Olympics, that I was like rooting for America. And I was finally happy, guys. So, and with that, I was happy with the movie. It was definitely a good change of pace, and it definitely lets me know, um, never trust your government. They always out to get you, dog. That's the real message behind this movie. So, guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. You know, like, share, subscribe, and and comment. This has been a Magi production.